catch up on this week's royal family updates. From exciting announcements to behind-the-scenes insights into the British monarchy, we've got all the latest news. Don't miss what's happening in the world of the royal family. Stay tuned and be part of the royal buzz. Princess Beatrice recently made headlines worldwide after announcing the birth of her second daughter, Athena, with her husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi. Already a devoted mother to her first child, Sienna, born in 2021, and a loving stepmother to Edoardo's son from a previous relationship, Christopher Wolfe, affectionately known as Wolfie. Princess Beatrice's evolving approach to sharing family news has captured public attention. While many royal enthusiasts admired the heartwarming first photograph of baby Athena, taken by Edoardo himself, experts have noted the stark differences in how the princess chose to announce the births of her two daughters. When Princess Beatrice and Edoardo welcomed their first daughter, Sienna Elizabeth, in September 2021, the announcement followed a traditional and official route. Buckingham Palace released a formal statement confirming Sienna's birth at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital in London on September 18, 2021, at 11:42 p.m. Alongside the announcement, Princess Beatrice took to social media to express her gratitude, stating, "So delighted to share the news of the safe arrival of our daughter on Saturday, the 18th of September 2021, at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, London. Thank you to the midwife team and everyone at the hospital for their wonderful care." Despite public interest, the royal couple maintained a strict level of privacy surrounding their newborn. Unlike many royal parents who share a traditional hospital departure photo, Beatrice and Edoardo refrained from releasing images of Sienna immediately. Instead, they waited a week before revealing their daughter's name, accompanied only by an image of her tiny footprints. Fast forward to 2024, and Princess Beatrice appeared to take a more relaxed approach with the birth announcement of her second daughter, Athena Elizabeth Rose Mapelli Mozzi. The princess and Edoardo promptly shared Athena's name and a touching photograph of their newborn, swaddled in a pink blanket with her dark hair visible just hours after her arrival on January 22, 2024, at 12:57 p.m. at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital. The statement released read, "Her Royal Highness Princess Beatrice and Mr. Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi are delighted to announce the safe arrival of their daughter, Athena Elizabeth Rose Mapelli Mozzi, born on Wednesday the 22nd of January at 12:57 p.m. at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, London. The baby was born weighing 4 pounds, 5 ounces. Their Majesties the King and Queen, along with other members of the royal family, have been informed and are delighted with the news." Edoardo also shared the same photograph on his personal Instagram account, writing, "She is tiny and absolutely perfect. We are all, including Wolfie and Sienna, already completely besotted with her." Experts suggest that this shift in approach could indicate a newfound comfort in sharing glimpses of their family life or a natural evolution in Beatrice's perspective on privacy as a royal mother. A similar contrast can be observed in how Beatrice announced both pregnancies. In 2021, she shared the news of her first pregnancy with a simple wedding photo. However, for her second pregnancy, she and Edoardo opted for a more intimate and personal touch, posting 2 family photos, one showing Beatrice embracing Edoardo, and another capturing him holding hands with his 2 children, Wolfie and Sienna, during a countryside walk. Unlike previous generations of royals, Princess Beatrice and Edoardo have chosen to keep their daughter Sienna out of the public eye. While Beatrice and Eugenie were frequently photographed as children, no official images of Sienna's face have been released to date. However, in a rare interview with Hello, Beatrice's close friend and Sienna's godmother, Gabriella Peacock, shared some insights into the young royal. According to Gabriella, Sienna is a delightful child, described as both gorgeous and polite. She also mentioned that while Sienna currently has fair hair, which may come as a surprise given her mother's red hair, and her father's dark locks, it is not uncommon for childhood hair colour to change over time. As Princess Beatrice continues to navigate royal motherhood, experts suggest her evolving approach to privacy reflects both personal growth and a modernised take on balancing royal traditions with contemporary family life. With Athena's arrival, it remains to be seen whether Beatrice and Edoardo will continue to offer more glimpses into their family moments or maintain their established sense of discretion. Regardless, the birth of Athena Elizabeth Rose Markle Mozzi marks a joyous milestone for the royal couple, and their growing family is sure to capture continued public interest in the years to come. King Charles's strategic moves reshape the royal family, the rising influence of Princess Catherine. The British monarchy is undergoing significant changes as King Charles implements strategic adjustments to modernise and streamline the royal household. One of the most notable shifts involves the increasing prominence of Princess Catherine, Princess of Wales, and the apparent marginalisation of Queen Camilla. According to insider sources, these decisions have created tensions within the palace, raising questions about the monarchy's future structure and stability. For years, King Charles has openly advocated for a more efficient and modernised royal institution, a vision that aligns closely with Prince William's aspirations for a contemporary monarchy. With William's role expanding, the king has entrusted him with more responsibilities, particularly during Charles's focus on his cancer treatment in 2024. William's successful handling of these duties reportedly solidified Charles' confidence in his leadership, prompting a formal transition of greater authority to the Prince of Wales in 2025. A key element of this restructuring is the elevation of Princess Catherine's role. Traditionally, many of the Queen's responsibilities have centred around public representation and patronage of charitable organisations. In a move that some experts describe as both strategic and symbolic, Charles has reassigned several of these duties from Queen Camilla to Princess Catherine, reinforcing Catherine's influence within the royal family. Since overcoming health challenges and being declared cancer-free in early 2025, Princess Catherine has taken on a series of high-profile responsibilities. One of the most significant shifts was her appointment as the Colonel of the Irish Guards, a role previously held by Prince William. This appointment, coupled with her existing position as Princess of Wales, marks a substantial increase in her stature and authority within the royal framework. These changes suggest a deliberate effort to prepare Catherine for a future as Queen Consort, ensuring she plays an essential role in the monarchy's modernisation. Experts believe that her increasing responsibilities reflect both King Charles's confidence in her capabilities and the necessity of solidifying her influence as the royal family adapts to evolving public expectations. Reports indicate that Queen Camilla has experienced feelings of disappointment and betrayal due to these reassignments. Having spent years establishing herself within the royal family and earning public acceptance after her controversial past, Camilla reportedly sees this transition as a challenge to her position. Historically, Camilla has faced public scrutiny stemming from her role in the dissolution of King Charles's previous marriage to Princess Diana. Despite this, she has worked diligently to gain credibility as Queen Consort. Experts suggest that the decision to shift some of her responsibilities to Princess Catherine may be perceived by Camilla as an attempt to diminish her standing within the institution. While she continues to perform public duties, there are concerns that her role may be further reduced in the future, especially if William and Catherine assume greater control over royal operations. Tensions between Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine have reportedly existed for years, exacerbated by both personal and public factors. Some royal insiders claim that Camilla has expressed skepticism about Catherine's long-term role within the monarchy, even making critical remarks about her children's potential influence. Additionally, reports suggest that past incidents have contributed to a strained relationship. Allegations include Camilla's insistence on Catherine's family using a servant's entrance at Kensington Palace, and expectations of curtsying protocols that reinforced hierarchical divides. Such accounts highlight long-standing frictions that have only intensified with the recent reallocation of royal responsibilities. Prince William has remained steadfast in his commitment to modernising the monarchy. According to sources, Queen Camilla recently sought a more significant role in William's vision for 2025, hoping to act as both an advisor and a mentor. However, William reportedly declined her request, prioritising his father's health and the monarchy's long-term stability over internal power struggles. Experts believe William's decision to sideline Camilla in these matters stems from a desire to maintain unity and focus on a smooth succession. Given King Charles' ongoing health concerns, William is expected to play an increasingly active role in shaping the future of the royal household. The restructuring of the royal family has sparked mixed reactions from the public and royal commentators. Some view King Charles's decisions as necessary steps toward modernisation, while others interpret them as signs of deep-seated tensions within the palace. The evolving dynamics between Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine are particularly scrutinised, with some experts suggesting that they reflect a broader struggle between tradition and modernisation. As the monarchy continues to adapt to contemporary challenges, the roles of its key members will inevitably evolve. The coming years will be crucial in determining how these internal shifts impact the institution's long-term stability. With William and Catherine steadily moving closer to the throne, their approach to leadership will shape the monarchy's ability to balance tradition with the demands of a rapidly changing world. King Charles III seems to be facing challenges beyond his royal responsibilities. Recently, sources close to Buckingham Palace have claimed that the king is under increasing pressure to exclude Prince Harry from his will. This move is reportedly due to Harry's antics following his dramatic departure from royal duties, which have reportedly become too much of a headache for the royal family. As King Charles battles serious health issues, some insiders believe it's time to take a firm stance. Experts suggest that this decision could be a statement to the world that Harry's actions, his public criticisms, and his refusal to respect family unity are unacceptable. Prince William, still recovering from the shock of his brother's public departure, is said to be in full support of the decision. The rift caused by Harry's very public disillusionment with the royal family is deep, and cutting Harry out of the will would send a clear message that his behaviour will no longer be tolerated. One of the most notable figures in this saga is Queen Consort Camilla. Allegedly, she has been advising King Charles to distance himself from Harry. According to reports, Camilla has even suggested that Charles avoid Harry's calls altogether to protect his health. Experts believe that this advice serves a dual purpose: protecting her husband from further emotional strain and securing her own position within the royal family. While Camilla may appear to act out of concern for her husband, some suggest that her intentions are rooted in power dynamics and self-preservation. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continue to use their royal status to secure lucrative media deals, despite the supposed desire for independence they expressed when leaving the royal family. The couple's high-profile contracts with Netflix and Spotify, initially seen as a pathway to financial freedom, have been viewed by critics as costly distractions. Experts point out that their public appearances and attempts to maintain a narrative of victimhood seem increasingly disconnected from the reality of their position. In contrast, Prince William and Princess Catherine, also known as the Prince and Princess of Wales, are working diligently to fulfill their royal duties. The royal couple has been consistently involved in supporting the NHS and uplifting communities, making them models of responsibility and commitment. Experts observe that their grounded approach to royal life sharply contrasts with Harry and Meghan's media-focused lifestyle, fueling growing frustration within the royal family. especially with Prince William, who is said to be deeply angered by his brother's behaviour. At the same time, Prince Harry remains entangled in a legal battle with newsgroup newspapers, further intensifying his public and private conflicts. Experts note that Harry's decision to stay in a hotel rather than at Buckingham Palace during a recent visit to the UK could be seen as a further attempt to distance himself from the institution he once cherished, continuing the pattern of self-sabotage that many experts argue is damaging not only to his credibility, but also to the royal family's reputation as a whole. Despite these tensions, Camilla reportedly reached out to Harry and Meghan, offering words of hope for reconciliation. However, experts remain skeptical about the potential for any real mending of the rift, as the trust between Harry and his family, particularly with Prince William, has been severely broken. The idea of reconciliation seems far-fetched, given the depth of the animosity and the extent of public betrayal. At the heart of this royal crisis is King Charles's reign, which now faces mounting pressure as his health deteriorates. Insiders suggest that one way Charles could take control of the situation is by cutting Harry from his will, signalling a return to traditional values that prioritize the monarchy over personal differences. Experts note that such a decision would emphasize the importance of royal unity and highlight that the royal family is not a place for rebellious members seeking to undermine its authority. This crisis of family loyalty, public betrayal, and power struggles raises a key question about the future of the monarchy. Can it recover from these tensions, or will the damage be permanent? The increasing divide within the royal family, coupled with Harry and Meghan's controversial decisions, has left the monarchy fractured. Many experts believe that in order to maintain its legacy, the monarchy must remain united and focused on duty, not personal drama. Behind the scenes, Camilla appears to be consolidating her influence. As King Charles's health becomes more fragile, some experts suggest that Camilla is positioning herself as the royal family's stabilizing force, even if her actions could be motivated by self-interest. Her position as Queen Consort, once mired in controversy due to her affair with Charles during his marriage to Princess Diana, now places her in the role of the key decision-maker. Her advice to distance Charles from Harry, though framed as a move to protect his health, could also be viewed as a tactical move to solidify her own standing within the family. The monarchy's future, experts say, hinges not only on King Charles's decisions, but also on how the younger generation, particularly Prince William and Princess Catherine, navigate these challenges. The royal couple has shown they are more than capable of leading the monarchy into a new era. However, Camilla's increasing influence, combined with the ongoing crises surrounding Harry and Meghan, raises concerns about whether she will allow the next generation to fully take charge. Many royal watchers are hopeful that one day Camilla will step aside, allowing Prince William and Princess Catherine to step into their rightful roles as the future faces of the monarchy. While Camilla remains a powerful figure within the family, experts believe that the time has come for the royal family to evolve and embrace a new generation. Prince William and Princess Catherine's exemplary service and dignity could be the key to the monarchy's future success, but the challenge lies in whether Camilla will allow them to lead without interference. Ultimately, the ongoing royal drama, including Camilla's actions behind the scenes, will likely continue to shape the monarchy's future. While her role as Queen Consort has brought her unprecedented power, experts agree that the monarchy's true future rests with the younger generation. A recent Instagram post by Dara Huang, the mother of Christopher Wolff, the stepson of Princess Beatrice, has sparked widespread public interest. In her message, Dara shared reflections on life as a single mother, emphasizing that she is managing without external support. This comment drew attention as it was posted shortly after the birth of Princess Beatrice and her husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi's second child. The history of the relationship between Dara, Edoardo, and Princess Beatrice has its nuances. Before his romance with Beatrice, Edoardo was in a long-term relationship with Dara Huang, a successful architect and Harvard graduate. Together, they raised their son, Christopher Wolfe. According to media reports, their relationship ended shortly before Edoardo and Beatrice began appearing in public together. However, Dara's father, Po Tien Huang, claimed that his daughter found out about Edoardo's new romance from the press, which came as a shock and surprise to her. Following their separation, Dara and Edoardo maintained joint custody of their son. Since Princess Beatrice and Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi's wedding in 2020, the public had assumed that harmonious relations had been established among all parties. However, Dara's recent post has raised questions about the actual state of affairs. In an interview with Tatler, Dara Huang spoke about the challenges she faces as a single mother raising her son without external support. She noted, "Being a single mother is a challenge, especially when you are trying to provide everything your child needs without constant support from outside." Many interpreted these words as a hint at a lack of involvement from Edoardo and his new family in Wolfie's life. The situation is further complicated by the fact that the post was made shortly after the birth of Princess Beatrice's second child. This timing has led many to wonder whether there are tensions between Dara and her former partner's new family. Previously, reports suggested that Princess Beatrice had been uneasy about Edoardo's close relationship with his former partner. Sources claimed that Beatrice was concerned about Dara's continued influence over Edoardo, including decisions regarding his clothing and hairstyle. However, no official confirmation of these claims has ever been provided. It is important to note that neither Princess Beatrice nor Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi has publicly commented on Dara Huang's statement. The absence of official remarks leaves room for speculation and assumptions. The situation has drawn attention from both British and international media. The public continues to debate the openness and level of support within this blended family. Questions remain about whether Dara Huang receives adequate support from her son's father and his new family in raising Christopher Wolfe. In today's world, many families face challenges in co-parenting after separation. The situation involving Dara Huang, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, and Princess Beatrice highlights the complexities that can arise in such circumstances, especially when under intense public scrutiny. Looking ahead, one can only hope that all parties involved will find common ground and ensure the well-being of Christopher Wolfe, who remains at the center of this attention. After all, the child's best interests should be the priority for everyone in this story. The Princess of Wales, renowned for her impeccable fashion sense, has established herself as a true style icon during her years in the royal family. However, this did not prevent her husband, Prince William, from making several sharp remarks about her outfits, one of which, according to insiders, was particularly cutting. It is reported that once, Prince William made a cruel joke about Princess Catherine choosing an inappropriate outfit. At the time of this incident, she was not yet as experienced in selecting clothing for public events typical of royal family members. According to one of the prince's advisors, the princess did not realize the importance of carefully choosing her clothes before going out in public. This led to Prince William mocking her appearance, saying she looked as if she had just run through a charity shop covered in glue. The princess herself, it is claimed, took this with humor and also laughed at the situation. Everyone, including her, thought it was very funny, said the source. The relationship between Prince and Princess of Wales is often characterized by light-hearted humor and playful teasing. Despite their status as members of the royal family, they frequently share funny moments in public settings. For instance, during a visit to an art group in Shepherd's Bush in 2024, Prince William jokingly called Princess Catherine a creative person while they decorated biscuits together. These moments show that the couple maintains a close and relaxed relationship despite the pressures of their official duties. In 2010, when the Prince and Princess of Wales officially announced their engagement, they met with journalist Tom Bradby, who asked if it was true that Catherine had posters of the Prince on her bedroom walls. Prince William humorously replied that it wasn't just 1 or 2, but rather 10 or 20 posters. In turn, Princess Catherine smiled and said that in her youth, she was more inclined towards the model Levi than Prince William. It's not just Prince William who makes jokes about his wife's appearance. Princess Catherine also enjoys teasing her husband. One of her frequent jokes is that William is increasingly starting to resemble his great-grandfather, Edward VII, as he ages. This teasing has its context, as Catherine's stepmother, Queen Camilla, is a descendant of Edward VII's mistress. Some sources claim this has led to mutual jokes among members of the royal family, who occasionally bring up the topic of historical continuity. The inexperience in choosing outfits for public events is a theme that not only royal family members, but also other high society figures initially encountered. Experts believe that some of Princess Catherine's early public wardrobe missteps were due to her insufficient understanding of the royal dress code. Over the years, she has become a true style icon, mastering the nuances of outfit selection for various events, from casual meetings to official visits abroad. Nonetheless, for Catherine, maintaining a sense of humour and lightness in her relationship with her husband and the royal family remains an important aspect. Despite their official roles in the UK, Prince William and Princess Catherine do not forget the importance of simplicity and sincerity in their daily lives. Thus, behind Princess Catherine's bright and sophisticated appearance lies not only her professionalism and flawless style, but also a sense of humour which is characteristic of the entire royal family. Prince William and his wife often demonstrate their strong and joyful bond, showing that despite the demands of public image, they remain real people who can laugh and joke with each other, making their relationship even closer and more vibrant. King Charles and Queen Camilla to visit Italy and the Vatican in April 2025. Buckingham Palace has announced the upcoming state visit of King Charles III and Queen Camilla to Italy and the Vatican in April 2025. This will mark the monarch's second overseas tour since his cancer diagnosis in February of the previous year. During the trip, the royal couple will visit the Holy See, the official governing body of the Catholic Church based in the Vatican. A key highlight of the visit will be a historic meeting with the Pope, dedicated to the celebration of the Jubilee year 2025. The Jubilee year, held once every 25 years, is considered a special time for the Catholic Church. The theme for 2025 is Pilgrims of Hope, aiming to unite believers from around the world. King Charles previously met with 3 popes during his time as Prince of Wales, Pope Benedict XVI, during a visit to the Vatican in 2009, and Pope Francis in 2017 and 2019. In 1982, Charles met Pope John Paul II in Canterbury during the first ever papal visit to British soil. However, the 2025 meeting will be his first as monarch. The last time a British sovereign met Pope Francis was in 2014, when Queen Elizabeth II travelled to Rome. In addition to the Vatican, the royal couple will visit Rome and Ravenna, where events are planned to strengthen bilateral relations between the UK and Italy. The King and Queen are expected to visit key cultural and historical landmarks. The exact dates of the visit have not yet been announced, but it is believed to coincide with the 20th wedding anniversary of Charles and Camilla, which falls on April 9th. King Charles has previously visited the Vatican 5 times, while Camilla accompanied him on 2 occasions, in 2009 and 2017. In total, Charles has made 17 official visits to Italy, with his most recent trip in October 2021 for the G20 summit in Rome. Queen Camilla has joined him twice, in 2009 and 2017. Despite ongoing cancer treatment, King Charles is determined to resume a full schedule of official engagements. His second overseas trip as monarch is expected in the autumn of 2025. His previous major tour took place in October of last year, when the royal couple visited Australia and Samoa, completing 36 official engagements over 9 days. Palace sources noted that despite the demanding schedule, King Charles felt excellent, describing the trip as an ideal tonic for him. The upcoming visit to Italy and the Vatican will be a significant event from both a diplomatic and cultural historical perspective, highlighting the enduring ties between the United Kingdom, Italy, and the Catholic Church. The world of fashion journalism and the industry as a whole are set to experience a significant shift, as Kensington Palace has announced that it will no longer provide details regarding the clothing choices of the Princess of Wales. This marks a departure from a long-standing tradition in which her outfits were meticulously documented and analysed, with designers often identified within hours of her public appearances. The phenomenon, commonly known as the Kate effect, has led to countless pieces of clothing selling out almost instantly as admirers seek to emulate her timeless and elegant style. However, the palace now states that Princess Catherine wishes for the public and the media to focus more on her work and the messages she conveys rather than on her wardrobe. From the very beginning of her royal life, the Princess of Wales has been one of the most photographed women in the world, with every outfit she wears subjected to intense scrutiny. The media, fashion experts, and dedicated fans alike have eagerly tracked her sartorial choices, discussing fabrics, cuts, and designers, often turning her clothing into instant bestsellers. Since marrying Prince William in 2011, she has seamlessly balanced supporting British fashion while also using her platform to highlight important causes. Experts suggest that the decision to step away from the palace's traditional disclosure of outfit details comes at a pivotal moment in the princess's life. Having recently returned to public duties following cancer treatment, she appears to be emphasizing the importance of her charitable endeavors and official engagements rather than the brands she wears. Despite this shift, she continues to support British craftsmanship, as evidenced by her recent visit to a Welsh knitwear factory. While Kensington Palace may no longer officially comment on her wardrobe, industry insiders believe that brands will continue to promote their association with her, releasing their own statements about her choices. The impact of the Princess of Wales on the fashion industry is undeniable. The so-called Kate effect has significantly benefited countless brands, with items she dons frequently selling out within hours. Whether it's her impeccably tailored coats, elegant evening gowns, or even the well-worn boots she has owned for nearly 2 decades, her style choices consistently capture the public's imagination. Beyond the fashion industry, her influence extends to social media, where dedicated fan accounts meticulously document every ensemble she wears. These pages analyze her outfits in great detail, offering followers tips on how to achieve a similar look. Fashion bloggers and influencers regularly create content inspired by her wardrobe, further cementing her status as a global style icon. Despite this policy shift, experts believe that the fascination with the princess's fashion will persist. The media is unlikely to stop covering her outfits, and fans will undoubtedly continue to analyze and discuss her looks. However, if this move succeeds in directing at least some of the focus toward her charitable work and public engagements rather than solely on her wardrobe, it may prove to be a trend worth setting for Princess Catherine. As she continues her royal duties, the Princess of Wales remains a figure of immense public interest. And while the official fashion updates from Kensington Palace may cease, her influence in the world of style will likely endure. This decision, though a significant change, underscores her commitment to using her platform for causes that matter most to her, an approach that may ultimately redefine how the public perceives the intersection of fashion and duty within the royal family. Princess Anne sheds light on why being a royal is more challenging for Princess Catherine. Princess Anne has opened up about the unique challenges faced by the younger generation of the royal family, particularly the Princess of Wales. In a 2020 documentary titled Anne, the Princess Royal at 70, which marked the royals' milestone birthday, Princess Anne shared her insights and empathy for the newer working royals. Anne spoke candidly about the pressures that her younger relatives face, including the Princess of Wales, explaining that the expectations placed on them are significantly higher compared to those of the previous generations. Referring to the increasing burden on younger members of the royal family, Anne remarked, "The pressure that is applied to the younger members of the family, it's always worse." She elaborated, noting that the media's intense focus on these individuals contributes to this stress. "That's what the media is interested in. That's hard sometimes to deal with," Anne said, acknowledging the strain that comes with such constant scrutiny. The Princess Royal also discussed how the advent of social media has made royal life even more complicated. In her time, she explained, there was no social media, and the lack of such a pervasive online presence meant that the pressures were not as intense. "There was no social media in my day, and it's probably made it more difficult," she said, highlighting the profound shift in how royals are engaged with the public today. When discussing the impact of modern technology, Anne remarked, "With online technology, being in touch is one thing, but it's not quite the same. The ability to meet people, that's what makes the difference." Her comment underscores the personal connections that have been somewhat overshadowed by the digital age. Anne further expressed her aversion to social media, stating, "I know what Twitter is, but I wouldn't go anywhere near it if you paid me frankly." This sentiment, while personal, illustrates the stark contrast in how royals of different generations approach the modern world. Unlike Princess Anne, Princess Catherine, the 43-year-old Princess of Wales, did not enter the royal family by birth. Instead, she married into the monarchy, which added a unique set of challenges to her royal life. Although Princess Catherine met Prince William in 2003, their relationship developed gradually over the years, and the couple eventually married in 2011. As the mother of three, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, Princess Catherine has become one of the most beloved and well-known figures in the royal family. However, the path to becoming a royal and understanding its complexities is something that takes time, as noted by royal biographer Andrew Morton in his book, The Queen. In his writing, Morton commented on Princess Catherine's adaptation to royal life, stating, "I realized after watching the royal family for all these years that it takes a long time to really understand what it is like to be royal. Catherine Middleton has spent 10-12 years coming to terms with it. It just takes a long time to absorb yourself into it." According to experts, the adjustment to royal duties and expectations is a gradual process, often requiring years of learning and adapting to the constant demands of public life and royal responsibilities.
During a recent visit to Poland, news emerged early in the day from Kensington Palace, indicating that the Princess of Wales would join Prince William at a ceremony in London at Guildhall. While the visit to Poland had been challenging due to the emotional stories shared, the event in London had a lighter, more positive tone. It featured heartfelt moments, including several warm reunions between Princess Catherine and old friends, some of whom she had met previously. Experts note that this engagement reflects a trend in the princess's schedule, as she has become more selective in her public appearances, often participating in engagements that hold personal significance. This particular event had been announced at the last minute, which, according to royal observers, was likely because Princess Catherine felt a strong emotional connection to the people involved. A touching moment occurred when she reunited with two individuals she had previously photographed for the 75th anniversary of the liberation. These reunions were a clear indication of the meaningful relationships Princess Catherine maintains, with one individual even mentioning how she had sent them a Christmas card, showing that their bond extends beyond official duties. This spontaneous, private nature of the princess's participation has led to speculation about a shift in how royal engagements are handled. Experts suggest that the Princess of Wales's appearances may increasingly be kept under wraps until the last moment to avoid undue media scrutiny, as was evident during the time she was recovering from her medical treatments. This approach also ensures that if there are last-minute cancellations due to health issues, such as when she was unwell, the royal family can avoid unnecessary sensationalism. Princess Catherine appeared relaxed and genuinely happy to be part of the event, a stark contrast to the more formal public engagements often expected of the royal family. It was a rare, intimate moment for the princess, one that allowed her to express her emotions and her pleasure at reconnecting with familiar faces. On a broader scale, experts believe this approach may become a regular practice moving forward for Princess Catherine. This could be due, in part, to the need to navigate potential challenges posed by public speculation, especially after the personal health struggles that have affected several royals in recent years. In a related development, Princess Anne recently provided an update on her health following concerns last year when she was rushed to the hospital after an injury while in South Africa. Despite the seriousness of the injury, Princess Anne, known for her resilience, spoke candidly about the experience. When asked about the possibility of retirement, she firmly stated that it was not an option for her. Experts highlight that the royal family has not traditionally embraced the concept of retirement, especially given the late Queen Elizabeth's dedication to public service until the very end of her life, and the long tenure of Prince Philip, who retired from public duties at the age of 96. Princess Anne's commitment to her work reflects a broader royal ethos of duty and service, a mentality instilled in them from a young age. However, experts suggest that the newer generation, including the Prince and Princess of Wales, may take a more flexible approach to the demands of royal life. This could include reducing public engagements and shifting focus to more behind-the-scenes work aimed at making a positive impact on communities, particularly within the UK. While the late Queen and Prince Philip embodied a tireless work ethic, modern perspectives on wellness and mental health may influence how future generations approach their royal duties. Princess Catherine and Prince William may look to strike a balance between maintaining tradition and modernizing the royal family's role to align with evolving societal expectations. Royal observers have also noted the growing attention to the fashion choices of male members of the royal family, including King Charles and Prince William. King Charles recently appeared in a jacket he had worn for decades, showcasing his commitment to sustainable fashion. Experts suggest that this, combined with his occasional choice to rewear garments, has made him a fashion icon of sorts, particularly among younger generations who prioritize sustainability in their clothing choices. Similarly, Prince William has embraced more modern and relaxed styles, such as wearing a shacket, a combination of a shirt and jacket, along with white trainers, reflecting a more casual and youthful appearance. The royal family's evolving style is seen as part of a broader effort to appeal to younger generations. Observers point out that while they maintain their traditional role in public life, the royals are becoming more relatable through their fashion and approach to personal engagement. Experts believe that this shift could help the monarchy remain relevant and connected with the public, even as it faces challenges in balancing its historic responsibilities with contemporary demands. The ongoing discussions around royal engagements, retirements, and fashion all suggest a monarchy that is adapting to the changing landscape of public life, while still upholding the values of service and duty that have long defined the institution. It remains to be seen how future generations will continue to shape the royal family's image and approach to public life. But one thing is clear: they are increasingly attuned to the evolving expectations of the public.
Some sources claim that Vanity Fair's recent critical piece on Meghan Markle may be linked to the magazine's attempt to secure Catherine, Princess of Wales, for its cover. According to insiders, Vanity Fair's editorial team offered Catherine the opportunity to be the face of the new issue, coinciding with the publication of a highly unflattering article about Meghan. The Duchess of Sussex's team is convinced that this is no mere coincidence, but a deliberate move aimed at strengthening ties with the royal family and securing an exclusive with Catherine. In recent weeks, Meghan Markle's name has once again sparked controversy. Vanity Fair, one of the world's leading glossy magazines, published an article portraying the Duchess of Sussex in an unfavourable light. However, according to some insiders, this is more than just investigative journalism or an analysis of her public activities. One theory suggests that this piece is connected to the magazine's attempt to feature Catherine, Princess of Wales, on its cover. Sources close to Vanity Fair indicate that the magazine is currently in negotiations with Catherine, offering her the cover spot for an upcoming issue. Around the same time, a critical article about Meghan Markle was released, which, according to her team, is not a coincidence. Some believe that Vanity Fair is seeking to strengthen its ties with the royal family and align itself with a more popular and stable media figure. The history of Vanity Fair's relationship with Meghan Markle has been far from smooth. In 2017, the magazine made her the cover star of an issue titled "I'm Wild About Harry." The interview sparked mixed reactions within the royal palace, as it was perceived as an unauthorized revelation about Prince Harry and his then-girlfriend's personal life. Rumors later emerged about the palace's dissatisfaction and even attempts to control further media coverage of Meghan. Following the Oprah Winfrey interview, the Harry and Meghan documentary series, and Prince Harry's memoir, media attitudes toward the couple have shifted significantly. While they were initially portrayed with admiration, the tone of coverage has become increasingly critical. Vanity Fair is no exception. The latest piece, which casts Meghan Markle in a negative light, is just another link in the chain of similar publications. One cannot ignore the fact that magazine covers featuring members of the British royal family always attract heightened reader interest. Catherine, Princess of Wales, remains one of the most popular figures within the royal family. Her style, lifestyle, and charitable work consistently captivate audiences. A Vanity Fair cover featuring Catherine could be a major event, bringing the magazine significant commercial benefits. Interestingly, news of Catherine's potential photo shoot emerged shortly after the announcement of her return to public duties, following a temporary hiatus due to health concerns. The timing is perfect for reinforcing the princess's image and her position within the royal family. Of course, preparing materials for major publications takes weeks or even months, making it difficult to imagine that Vanity Fair could have adjusted so quickly to recent events. However, critics are convinced that the magazine has chosen a side, recognizing that Meghan's reputation in the media has already suffered significantly, while supporting Catherine could open new doors for collaboration with the royal court. So far, Meghan Markle and her team have not made any official statements regarding the publication, but it is clear that they are displeased. According to insiders, the Duchess of Sussex does not intend to let this issue go unnoticed and is considering possible countermeasures. Another round of the battle for public perception may be on the horizon. Whether Vanity Fair will become a new ally of the royal family and whether Catherine will indeed grace the cover in the coming months remains to be seen. However, one thing is certain. In the world of glossy magazines and public figures, nothing happens by chance.
According to reports from several experts, Prince William is under increasing pressure amid growing tensions within the royal family. Some experts suggest that he may need therapy to cope with the mounting burden. Insiders claim that Prince William's alleged past habits, including his interest in adult content, may be resurfacing as he faces the current challenges confronting the monarchy. The situation is further complicated by the fact that his wife, Princess Catherine, and his father, King Charles III, are undergoing cancer treatment. His uncle, Prince Andrew, remains embroiled in scandals, and his relationship with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex remains strained. All of this is placing immense pressure on him. Mental health experts note that it is entirely possible that William is seeking ways to escape his complex reality. In a rare public comment, Prince William reportedly provided an update on Prince Harry's health. During a visit to the Lower Blakemere farm on the Duchy of Cornwall estate, he was overheard saying, "Harry is doing better. He was unwell." When asked to clarify, he confirmed, yes, he was a bit under the weather. This statement immediately sparked speculation about Prince Harry's recent health issues. However, a later source suggested that the conversation might not have been about him at all. Nevertheless, this was one of the first instances in recent years in which William publicly mentioned his brother, given their long-standing estrangement. Another video from the event drew attention to Prince William's striking transformation. Commentators noted that he appeared significantly more relaxed, cheerful, and open with the press than in previous years. Observers are now questioning when and how the Prince of Wales became so easygoing and playful, a stark contrast to his previously reserved demeanor at official engagements. One insider remarked that William's shift from a reserved corporate figure to a relaxed, fun-loving personality represents a significant departure from his former image. According to some reports, William's habits date back to his time at the University of St. Andrews, where he was allegedly once banned from a video rental store for failing to return certain tapes on time. A source referenced the 2002 comedy boat trip, claiming he practically wore it out. Palace staff reportedly take his cinematic preferences in good humor, but some insiders suggest that it makes Princess Catherine uncomfortable. It is said that she is shocked by such behavior from the future king and has taken steps to remove any overly explicit content from his watch list, fearing that such revelations could further damage the family's reputation. Whether William's comment about Harry was merely an update on his health or a subtle attempt to ease tensions remains unclear. However, it has reignited speculation about a potential future reconciliation between the royal brothers. As the Prince of Wales continues to prepare for his future role as king while juggling personal and family challenges, the question remains, how is he coping with the pressure, both publicly and privately? Amid these challenges, it has emerged that William recently held a private meeting at the Ministry of Defence headquarters in London. The confidential meeting, which took place on Thursday, was not covered by the press, but was recorded in the court circular, the official register of royal engagements. During his farm visit, the Prince of Wales learned about the estate's advancements in regenerative farming and its strategy for achieving net zero emissions. Footage from the event captured a humorous moment when William playfully attempted to spray muddy water from a large syringe pump at journalists. After several failed attempts, he exclaimed, "Oh, almost. This is the best day of my life. Great fun. It is this last word, fun, that some commentators consider key to William's recent transformation. In just the past 2 weeks, he has been spotted buying drinks for Aston Villa fans in a Birmingham pub, high-fiving people during a table football game, enthusiastically engaging in shadowboxing sessions, and consistently smiling at public events. This newfound, light-hearted and playful image stands in stark contrast to his previous reputation as a reserved and formal figure, leaving many to wonder, is this a sign of personal growth, a coping mechanism for stress, or a carefully crafted strategy to reshape his public persona?
Prince Louis touches royal fans with a new photo of Princess Catherine and his playful personality. The Princess of Wales marked World Cancer Day with a special photograph that touched the hearts of royal fans. However, it wasn't just the image itself that delighted people. It was also the photographer behind it, 6-year-old Prince Louis. The photo, shared on the official social media pages of the Prince and Princess of Wales, shows Catherine standing on a tree in a winter forest, surrounded by frost-covered ferns. The caption accompanying the image read, "Don't forget to take care of everything beyond illness." Many royal followers were quick to notice Prince Louis's budding talent for photography, pointing out that he seems to have inherited his mother's love for the craft. Louis, who has already won over the public with his playful antics at official events, once again became a fan favorite. Beyond his photography skills, Louis is well known for his mischievous personality, which often brings smiles to those around him. Whether it's his funny dance moves at royal events or his expressive facial reactions, the young prince remains a standout figure among the younger generation of the royal family. Recently, an amusing anecdote about him surfaced from a family vacation on the island of Mustique. According to reports, a fellow holidaymaker overheard a conversation between Louis and his grandmother, Carol Middleton, who was trying to coax him out of the water. To this, Prince Louis cheekily responded, "No, I'm not coming out. You're old." It's unclear how old Louis was at the time, but this little detail only added to his reputation as the most mischievous and fun-loving royal. Despite his playful nature, Prince Louis also shows great affection for his family. Over the years, he has often been seen holding hands with relatives or sweetly hugging his mother. One of the most touching moments occurred in 2022, when he tightly embraced Princess Catherine, demonstrating his deep attachment to her. He is also frequently spotted sitting on the laps of senior family members, including his grandfather, King Charles III. Prince Louis continues to bring joy to royal fans with his charming moments, perfectly balancing mischief and heartfelt love for his family. And his latest photograph suggests he might have a bright future in photography ahead. Recent reports on the health of King Charles III have reignited discussions and rumours about the so-called Menai Bridge operation. This plan is a pre-established protocol outlining actions to be taken in the event of the monarch's death and the subsequent transfer of power, similar to how the London Bridge operation was activated after the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. An official statement from Buckingham Palace, dated early February, revealed that King Charles III has been diagnosed with cancer. Despite this diagnosis, doctors emphasised that the monarch is undergoing treatment and continues to fulfil his duties. These reports have sparked widespread discussion in the media. Experts and members of the royal household assure the public that despite the difficulties, Charles III is doing his utmost to carry out his responsibilities, setting an example of resilience and commitment to tradition. If the operation is triggered, according to the plan, the crown will be passed to Prince William, the current Prince of Wales. The protocol includes the immediate notification of the Prime Minister, members of the Cabinet, and other key state figures through pre-arranged communication channels. Additionally, the plan outlines the organisation of a national period of mourning, the display of the monarch's portrait with a black ribbon, the opening of condolence books, and other ceremonial events, all of which will help ensure stability and order in the country during such a significant moment. Rumours and discussions surrounding the Menai Bridge operation have been fuelled not only by the King's health, but also by the tradition of the British Monarchy, which always plans for every eventuality in advance. Some sources note that such systematic preparation ensures the smooth functioning of state institutions, even in the event of the unexpected passing of the monarch. It is notable that similar operations in the past, such as the London Bridge operation, have received extensive coverage in international media, further emphasising the significance and scale of the preparations. In turn, discussions about Menai Bridge not only inform the public about the potential transition of power, but also help mitigate the shock of sudden changes, demonstrating that even in critical moments, the state operates according to a well-established plan. In the British monarchy, such operations are given code names to maintain the rigour and secrecy of procedures during critical moments in the nation's governance. As noted in several publications, after the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the London Bridge Plan was developed in the 1960s, while a protocol for the new monarch was created under the name Menai Bridge, in honour of the iconic Menai Suspension Bridge, symbolising strength and the connection between the past and the future. The name Menai Bridge derives from the first iron suspension bridge in the world, located in Wales, which connects the island of Anglesey to the mainland. The choice of this name highlights the traditions, innovative spirit, and historical continuity of the British monarchy. Publications such as The Independent and Business Insider note that this code name symbolically points to the upcoming changes in the power structure and the monarchy's transition to the next generation. The Menai Bridge operation is not just a code name for an unforeseen circumstances scenario. It reflects a long-standing tradition and the high level of responsibility inherent in the British monarchy. Despite the concerning news about King Charles III's health, officials assure the public that the monarch is continuing treatment and fulfilling his duties, and the system of measures designed for such a situation guarantees order and stability in the state in the event of any changes. The judge overseeing the case regarding Prince Harry's visa has expressed his intention to disclose as many confidential documents related to his entry into the United States as possible. Judge Carl Nichols aims to determine how the Duke of Sussex was granted legal entry to the US in 2020. This matter gained significant attention after Harry mentioned his past drug use in his memoir, Spare, raising questions about his visa application. The dispute arose after the conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation, filed a lawsuit against the US Department of Homeland Security, DHS, after the agency denied a Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, request concerning Prince Harry's immigration documents. The Heritage Foundation argues that the public has a right to know the details of Harry's visa application, especially in light of his confessions about drug use, which may affect his eligibility to enter the country under US law. The question is whether Harry disclosed his drug use in his visa application, and if this could have impacted the decision to allow his entry to the US. In September of last year, Judge Nichols ruled that there was insufficient public interest in releasing Prince Harry's immigration files. However, the case was sent back to US courts after Donald Trump returned to office, and the new ruling suggests that Harry could face serious disclosures regarding his visa application. The judge emphasized his commitment to achieving maximum transparency regarding the relevant documents, while also protecting confidential personal information. While the judge has expressed his intention to release the documents in stages, with possible redactions, DHS has warned that excessive redacting could render the documents meaningless. Nevertheless, the judge has made it clear that he will seek to disclose as much information as possible. Prince Harry's representatives declined to comment on the case. Earlier, President Trump publicly warned Harry that he could face consequences if it is discovered that he lied in his visa application regarding drug use. In an interview with GB News last March, Trump stated that Harry should not receive any privileges if it is proven that he concealed drug-related information in his application. The president reiterated that US authorities should take appropriate measures if his statements turn out to be false. The case is ongoing, and further disclosures about Prince Harry's entry into the US are possible. Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, shared her thoughts and fears about the future on World Cancer Day. At 65 years old, she is the mother of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, as well as the grandmother of 5 grandchildren, including newborn Athena, Beatrice's daughter. Speaking about her daughters and grandchildren, Sarah admitted that she fears she might not live long enough to see them grow up. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, followed by malignant melanoma. It's hard for her to come to terms with whether she'll be able to witness her grandchildren growing up. Both her father and best friend passed away from melanoma, and she had to summon all her strength to cope with it. Sarah received support from hundreds of royal family fans on social media. After the news of Athena's birth, Sarah shared a heartfelt post on X, formerly Twitter. "My heart is overflowing with love and joy as I welcome Athena Elizabeth Rose into this world. She is already surrounded by immense love, and I am incredibly happy to be a grandmother once again. I am so proud of Ado, Beatrice, and my entire little 5-a-side football team." Sarah Ferguson continues to actively participate in charity events related to cancer awareness and shares her experiences to raise awareness of the disease. In 2023, Sarah underwent surgery to remove a malignant tumor from her breast. Afterward, she was diagnosed with malignant melanoma, which came as a shock to her. Despite this, she remains in good spirits and is grateful for the support she has received. Sarah is a patron of Teenage Cancer Trust, a UK-based charity supporting cancer patients. She also founded Sarah's Trust, an organisation that collaborates with hospitals, hospices, and other social organisations to support people affected by cancer. While Sarah Ferguson is going through difficult times, her openness about her health struggles serves as an inspiration to others. Despite the challenges she has faced, her devotion to her family, love for her children and grandchildren, remain at the heart of her life. She continues her charitable work, raising awareness about important health issues and supporting those affected by cancer. Her example shows the importance of not losing hope, fighting for each day, and cherishing every moment with loved ones. A recent survey has revealed which British monarch is the most popular among citizens. According to the results of a study conducted by YouGov, Queen Elizabeth II emerged as the most beloved royal figure. The survey found that 84% of respondents expressed a positive opinion of the late Queen. This gave her the highest net popularity score, the difference between positive and negative ratings, among 43 monarchs, 74 points. Elizabeth II reigned from 1952 to 2022. making her the longest-serving monarch in British history, with a reign lasting 70 years and 214 days. Only 10% of those surveyed had a negative view of her, while 7% admitted they either knew nothing about her or had never heard of her. Queen Victoria, who ruled from 1837 to 1901, ranked second in popularity. More than 62% of Britons had a favourable opinion of her, while 12% viewed her negatively. Her net popularity score was 50 points. However, 26% of respondents admitted they knew little or nothing about her. King George VI, father of Queen Elizabeth II, rounded out the top three. His reign lasted from 1936 to 1952. He received positive feedback from 49% of respondents, while only 9% viewed him unfavourably, earning him a net popularity score of 40 points. However, 43% of those surveyed stated they did not know of him or had never heard of him. The current British monarch, King Charles III, ranked 7th on the list, despite receiving the third highest number of positive responses. While 58% of Britons expressed a favourable opinion of him, 31% viewed him negatively, the highest disapproval rating among all monarchs in the survey. His final net popularity score was 27 points. The study also revealed that a significant portion of the British public is unfamiliar with much of the nation's royal history. Experts noted that 32 out of the 43 monarchs included in the survey were virtually unknown to most Britons. This suggests that public interest in historical figures of the British monarchy is largely concentrated on the most well-known rulers, such as Elizabeth II, Victoria, and George VI. The survey results confirm that Queen Elizabeth II remains the most beloved and recognisable figure in British royal history. Her long reign and dedication to serving her country have secured her a lasting place in history and public memory. However, the poll also highlights that many historical monarchs remain largely unknown to modern Britons, possibly indicating a decline in public interest in the historical aspects of the monarchy. Princess Anne, also known as the Princess Royal, is one of the most dedicated and hard-working members of the British royal family. At 74 years old, she continues to carry out a significant number of royal engagements, having completed more duties than any other royal last year. Even as the princess approaches her 75th birthday, there is growing speculation about whether she will step back from public life or gradually reduce her royal responsibilities. However, those who know her best believe that Princess Anne is unlikely to retire anytime soon. One such person is Elsa Anderson, who worked closely with Princess Anne for over a decade. Anderson served as the princess's press secretary for almost 13 years, and also held the position of communications secretary to Queen Elizabeth II. Reflecting on Anne's commitment to her royal duties, Anderson expressed her firm belief that retirement is not an option for the Princess Royal. In an interview with Hello magazine on a Right Royal podcast, Anderson described Anne as absolutely extraordinary and praised her work ethic. She stated, "She likes to get on and do things. I can't see her retiring at all." Anderson's comments highlight the princess's dedication to her role, which she has consistently fulfilled throughout her life. Princess Anne herself has also addressed the topic of retirement. While on her royal tour of South Africa in early 2025, the Princess Royal was asked by PA News about her thoughts on stepping down from public life. In her response, Anne made it clear that retirement is not on her radar. "It really isn't written in, no. It isn't really an option, no, I don't think so," she remarked. The princess's words suggest that, unlike many individuals who may consider slowing down as they approach their later years, Anne is determined to continue her royal work for as long as she is able. Anne's attitude toward retirement mirrors that of her late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, who remained committed to her royal duties until her death in 2022 at the age of 96. Queen Elizabeth, like her daughter, appeared to have no intention of stepping down from her royal responsibilities, even in her final days. Just 2 days before her passing, the Queen met with outgoing Prime Minister Boris Johnson and welcomed the new Conservative Prime Minister, Liz Truss. Additionally, it is reported that the Queen was still reading her red boxes, the daily briefs that update the monarch on political and governmental matters, on the very day she died. Princess Anne's work ethic and sense of duty have earned her respect both within the royal family and among the British public. She has a reputation for being diligent and focused, often performing duties that others might find tiresome or repetitive. For example, Anne has been known to carry out a considerable number of charity engagements and public appearances, always with the same level of commitment and professionalism. In 2024, Princess Anne was recognised for completing more royal engagements than any other royal, a testament to her unflagging energy and dedication. She has made numerous trips both domestically and internationally, taking on important diplomatic roles and representing the royal family in various official capacities. This level of commitment shows no signs of waning as Anne begins 2025 with a busy schedule, having already completed several engagements across the UK and undertaken a royal tour of South Africa. Experts in royal affairs suggest that Princess Anne's refusal to consider retirement is a reflection of her deep sense of responsibility and her belief in the importance of her work. Her attitude towards royal duties is one of unwavering devotion, said a royal commentator. She sees her role as something that is central to her identity, and the idea of stepping back from that simply doesn't align with her character. Given her dedication, many royal observers speculate that Anne's eventual retirement will not be dictated by age, but rather by her health and ability to continue fulfilling her duties. Experts believe that, like her mother, Princess Anne may choose to carry out her role until she is no longer physically able to do so. Her sense of duty is so strong that it is likely to be the defining factor in any decision she makes regarding her future. Despite her heavy workload, Princess Anne's life has not been entirely consumed by royal duties. She is a mother and grandmother and has shown a deep commitment to her family as well. Her children, Peter Phillips and Zara Tindall, have largely stayed out of the public eye, but Anne has continued to support them in their personal and professional lives. Her relationship with her family is one of quiet strength and support, and Anne has always placed a high value on maintaining a sense of normalcy for her children, despite her public role. As the Princess Royal approaches her 75th birthday in 2025, questions about her future in the royal family will undoubtedly persist. However, based on her current approach to royal duties and her long history of dedication, it is clear that Princess Anne has no intention of stepping away from her royal responsibilities anytime soon. Experts believe that her retirement will likely be a gradual process, and that she will continue to work at full capacity for as long as she is able. Her enduring commitment to the monarchy serves as a reminder of the strength of character and sense of duty that runs through the royal family. Just as her mother, Queen Elizabeth II, led the nation with grace and determination until her final days, Princess Anne is expected to continue her tireless work for the royal family for many years to come. For those who know her best, there is little doubt that the Princess Royal will remain a key figure in British public life for the foreseeable future. Former royal butler Grant Harold, who served King Charles as his personal butler from 2004 to 2011, shared his thoughts on the monarch in an interview for GB News, highlighting how his example inspires many, including those battling serious illnesses. Despite health challenges, King Charles remains a model of resilience and commitment to his duties. His determination and tireless work ethic inspire not only his close associates, but also those who have had the honour of working with him. At 76 years old, King Charles has been undergoing cancer treatment for the past year. Despite the severity of his illness, the monarch continues to fulfill his royal duties and maintain a demanding work schedule. This is particularly evident in the fact that, despite his illness, Charles managed to undertake several important trips and engagements last year, including a significant royal visit to Australia and Samoa in October 2024. Despite the limitations imposed by his health condition, King Charles has remained motivated and actively continues to carry out his responsibilities. Grant Harold, recalling his time working with the Prince of Wales, remarks that Charles always inspired those around him with his hard work and persistence. According to Harold, the King himself is a magnificent example for those facing illnesses, encouraging them to believe in the possibility of maintaining energy and activity even during the toughest times. The monarch's health condition has not become an obstacle to his future plans. This year, despite ongoing treatment, King Charles and Queen Camilla are scheduled to visit Italy on an official trip in April 2025. The tour will include important events in Rome, the Vatican, and Ravenna. This journey will be a key part of the royal schedule, reflecting the monarch's commitment to staying active, despite his personal challenges. Buckingham Palace has confirmed that the monarchs intend to continue carrying out their duties at a high level, despite their age and health concerns. Their visit to Italy and the Vatican will be the second major trip for the King in recent months. It's worth noting that earlier in 2024, Charles undertook a successful tour of Australia and Samoa, which served as a kind of healing tonic for the King, improving his well-being and restoring his strength. Grant Harold not only served the King as his butler, but also witnessed his daily life and professional and personal qualities. Harold says that Charles has always been a true example of hard work and dedication to his responsibilities. He emphasized that the King always aimed to complete every task with maximum precision and attention, despite the pressure that inevitably comes with life in the royal family. According to the former butler, the King often showed concern for his staff, offering both moral and professional support, which created an atmosphere of mutual respect and trust. In his interview, Grant also noted that as the King ages, he has become an even more inspiring figure for those around him, especially in terms of his courage and resilience in the battle against illness. King Charles and his wife, Queen Camilla, continue to actively participate in public life, supporting important initiatives aimed at improving citizens' lives, tackling climate change, and strengthening international relations. Their upcoming visit to Italy will not only be a testament to the royal family's commitment to their duties, but also a continuation of their vital diplomatic mission, during which they will engage in various activities with government and cultural leaders. With every new visit, King Charles demonstrates to the world that inner strength and dedication to one's work are not determined by age or health. His example inspires many people, showing that even in difficult life situations, one can maintain mental fortitude and keep moving forward. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the latest updates on the royal family with us.